Well, hello! Welcome back to GMODISM. We are here with some more Gimle battles. Well, I'm your host Eric. If you're new here, the Gimle tournament is a tournament based on a big battleship I made, and everyone in this tournament won against the Gimle. Now, today we will have, or chance has it, that the Magma CramLion and the Pelagornis Overlord will fight each other, and both happen to be built by the same person. Dalsha is the submitter of both of these crafts, and we will check them out and see how their design philosophies differ before we start the battle. It's also nice so you can see how the ship are supposed to look like when you see them in full graphic settings, because we lower the graphic settings for the battles. The Pelagornis Overlord is a 2 million design, 45,000 blocks, an airship. The armor cost is 27%, and we have a firepower that's almost only lasers. So this is a laser zapper craft. And as said, both of these designs won against the Gimle. We have a front shield that indeed can make the detonations of incoming shells far away. If we see a left-right cut, which is very reasonable to look at a design like this, you can see we have meters of sheep wood, and then we have one of the best anti-kinetic types of blocks. This is wedges of heavy armor, meter after meter after meter. We can see it should be pretty weak against top or down attacks, so VLMs, cram mortars and stuff like that, but being an airship, and if I recall correctly, somewhat evasive, that's no issue at all. So let's look at the Magma CramLion instead. Here you can see we have more blocks. We have basically the max amount. If we add 2 blocks, it is disqualified. Well, obviously Dalsha thought about that when submitting. So it's actually pretty fair that both of Dalsha's ships fight each other, because then one of them will end up in the loser's bracket and one of them will not. So I guess it's this time chance was been a little bit fair, because of course if you submit a lot of ships, I don't know who will win, but Imp has a good chance, you know why, if you've seen the previous videos, if you haven't, checked the playlist. In any case, this is 43% armor, much more. We have here a cram focused design, some APS SAM missile, but mainly crams. If we check out the loadout here, obviously we have a couple of civs cannons. This is this diff civs? Yeah, we have diff civs guns here, pretty standard, we use that all the time. It looks like the cutting tool messed us up a little bit here. Well, the front shield of this is just air basically, so we have a technically more blocks are spent on armor on this design, but when you look at it, it may not look like it. If we do a front back cut, you can see here, can we? Yeah. If we check the armor belts here, it's a double-sider, it can fight on either side. It's mostly empty space and wood for the first couple of, I don't know, 20 meters or something. Or how long that may be, a little bit more perhaps. Then we have some proper armor. And we only have armor where we need to have armor, so we don't have armor all over the places. Pretty efficient indeed, and if I recall correctly, this was extremely strong. Well, it was strong because it won against the Gimle, of course, so we know that. We have anyways shells of almost 400,000 health. Well, your average system will not be able to shoot these down, that's for sure. We have a frag high explosive mix, and I think we have the same for all of the cannons. Frag high explosive. And if we check the fusing boxes here, I can spell fusing box. Oh, do we have a detonated time from launch? Yeah, we have laser detonated ones here, so that's pretty darn efficient. Well, lately I have been loving to use laser detonated crams as well, but it's gonna be really interesting to see which of Dalsha's design will be the stronger in the, well, battlefield. So, see you there. This is just a friendly reminder to like the video. Do it now. You didn't do it. Do it now. You still haven't you still haven't liked the video. Like the video. I'm just kidding. Let's move on. Well, let's get directly into the battle here with the Magma CramLion. So both designs, as said, are by Dalsha. Pelagornis Overlord. We spawned at an altitude because it's an airship. It's a pretty low flying airship, so we didn't spawn it too high, but yeah. Oh, bam! Magma CramLion is getting a lot behind in health there. Looks like evasive frontsiders is the only way we can try and beat the cram domination from this little tournament. The cram domination from this tournament has been pretty extreme, one has to say. But we really appreciate those designs that, well, somehow manages to evade the cram shells and will deal another type of damage. Interesting. The Pelagornis Overlord really holds up well here. Its lasers are dealing damage and it's just bobbing up and down, evading so much damage. I didn't see how it even got damaged, to be honest. Like, how was it shot? I'm very unsure. It must be like secondary fragments from a time, like a near miss, because, well, oh, there we had something. Well, we shouldn't be looking too much in detail here. We want to see what's happening with the Magma CramLion. It's getting fried by laser. Very, very fried. Well, look at that. Look at that. Pelagornis Overlord is just starting fires all over the place. That wood adding some fire to the fuel. It seems unable to go into some broadside mode. It faces forwards, most likely due to the AI settings then. And the most backside cram cannon often doesn't have firing angle. I feel the Magma CramLion would have so much better chances if the AI were set up in a little bit of a different way. Yeah, and it should probably have very, very, very redundant and very good detection to like detonate cram shells very close to the Pelagornis Overlord would be a smart idea. We would like to have 180 frag and we would want to make them detonate as precise as we can and make them all like time fuse lasers detonate around it. It would be able to deal some damage. Because one of the shells did and one of the shells didn't explode there in the air. And that's of course due to the mixed fuses, it should be. Right? Anyways. Let us see here. 99.4 percentages. Like, one thing I do wonder, does these missiles even reach the target? 77 percentages versus 99. Well, we know who's the loser is gonna be. Dalsha. We know who's the winner is gonna be. Also Dalsha. Yeah. Because Dalsha is the builder of both designs, so yeah. If you missed that somehow, if you skipped directly to the battle and didn't read the text on top, that's how. That's why. Well, we'll see if the results are repeated in the next battle. It may not be We're gonna have a third battle anyways, of course, just to not make it obvious who's the winner by just looking at the time bar on YouTube. That's a thing we started. Magma, okay. 99. By the way, no, it's probably better to look at the ships before, right? Or do you want us to have the battle first and then look at the designs and their like design philosophies and shells and stuff? We could do that too, actually. Best of 3. Double elimination. So, this battle decides who will be fighting the Helvetia by Cursed Crocs and... oh, or who. Dalsha will be, but rather, is it the Magma CramLion or the Pelagornis Overlord that will be fighting the Helvetia, and the other one will fight the 10 Commandments. The 10 Commandments being on the loser's bracket, I think... ooh, question is what would be best here for... I don't know what would be best here for... I think Pelagornis Overlord is the stronger designs against both the Helvetia and the 10 Commandments, to be honest. I think so. Like, the order of battles appearing can totally decide the outcome. It can make or break a ship's chances. If you meet a ship that's like really has everything that you're weak against, it doesn't matter, your ship could be the best one. Because if it loses in the first battle, like the best ship can be unlucky and like get out of the tournament. So that's why we have a double elimination. We significantly decrease the chance of this happening. The Magma CramLion is entering despawning territory any second. Look at that. We have so many stuff burning here. Oh my. The first win goes to Dalsha. Congratulations. Let's have the second battle and see if the results are repeated or not. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Despawn. Okay, next battle. Pelagornis gets the first. Well, we're gonna stay a little bit here with the Magma CramLion. I love this teal color on the shields. Almost want to switch to that, but the AOG is deep into using the red shields, so we're gonna continue doing that. But it's cool. It's a cool shield color. So the laser is burning. Now, if the Pelagornis wins this battle as well, the Pelagornis Overlord will be fighting the Helvetia by Cursed Crocs, and the Magma CramLion will be fighting the 10 Commandments. I think the Magma CramLion may have a decent chance against the 10 Commandments, actually. Like, the shells are gonna hit. It's gonna be a proper slugfest for the cram cannons. It really depends on lucky hits, I would say. The 10 Commandments is a very strong cram design, so I think it may win over the Magma CramLion, but being made out of so much wood, if fires are created on the 10 Commandments, I think maybe the Magma CramLion can take it home anyway, because it can switch sides and it's more maneuverable. And like, I think Magma CramLion's, all shots from Magma CramLion will hit the 10 Commandments, but I don't think all the shots from the 10 Commandments will hit the Magma CramLion. That's my little assessments, but that's for the next battle. We're still early into this battle, so we can't assume the Magma CramLion will lose. But we kinda also can. Pelagornis Overlord is at 99.8%. Just, I'm even surprised it got damaged at all. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised it even got damaged at all, to be honest. So, yeah. Look at that, like, it really needs to face the side towards the enemy faster. But of course the Pelagornis Overlord keeps its distance. I'm sure Dalsha tested them against each other as well. Probably. Maybe they didn't, I don't know. 87 percentages. Well. Very interesting indeed. By the way, have you checked out GMODISM.com yet? I built a homepage from scratch where you can find all the resources, some like extra content and everything added up in a cool way. I think at least, but you'll have to decide for yourself if you like it. It's like some deep penetration. Very interesting indeed. 82 percentages. We're having a volley coming in here. Oh! We actually got some near hits there. That's crazy. We got the tiny crams as well, mostly to just confuse. 99.6 percentages. I wonder if the Pelagornis Overlord's lasers has failsafes. It's pretty dangerous to set up failsafe for lasers because you rather burn off your own barrel, or basically half your ship to be honest, than not shooting at the enemy at all. If you have a laser focused design. So if you have a laser focused design and your laser stops shooting due to failsafe, remove the failsafe. It's not worth it. It's okay, it's gonna burn down half your ship. If it doesn't shoot, you won't win. Bam, that's gonna be a hit right now. Never mind. I guess I jinxed it. 72 percentages. Pelagornis Overlord is, well, winging it, I would say. 68, 60, okay. We missed 69. Well done. Pelagornis is at 95 percentages still. It's just having lasers. I wonder if the Pelagornis Overlord would actually be stronger if it had short-range lasers. Crazy thought. But it got in close combat and just unloaded its short-range laser. It would be harder to avoid shots, of course, but maybe, I don't know. Dalsha, an idea for you. Rebuild the Pelagornis Overlord so it has a charge laser instead. Make the charge lasers basically arsenal lasers and make it go up quick, close combat to a named enemy and unload short range lasers, because of course if you do that you'll get a damage multiplier. Short range lasers are so much less accurate, but they have it like a damage multiplier on the output, so they can be pretty extreme. If you didn't know that, now you do. Anyways, big congratulations to Dalsha, and I'm so sorry Dalsha. The Magma CramLion loses, and yeah, congratulations Dalsha, the Pelagornis Overlord wins. I don't know if it was most or least exciting for you Dalsha, this battle, tell me in the comments. And if you, by the way, if anyone has any questions, do tell me in the comments as well. I'm wondering though, can two Magma CramLions defeat the Pelagornis Overlord? Well, we'll need to find out. Well, this battle is now starting. The laser has already managed to deal some damage. That's insane. Now we have double barrages of crams coming in here, so... Oh man, the AI on the Pelagornis Overlord is probably set up to only target the thing with the most amount of blocks. So it's gonna continuously switch target, I think. Because you can set up like a thing that keep like target has like a multiplier somehow. I don't know if that's set up. We'll see. If it continues to switch, it probably is not set up. Well, double barrages of crams. As long as they're not shooting in complete sync, it should be impossible to avoid all of these cram shells. Because if you're avoiding one, the next volley is coming in and like, yeah, not impossible, but hard at least. And here we have, oh, no. They're pretty far off still. Look at that, not even close. The Pelagornis Overlord is keeping its distance. The distance looks so far that I'm wondering if it will be collecting penalty points for running away soon. Probably it's set up to not be getting that far away, but we shall see indeed. Oh, and if we're this down, oh, we're almost dipping into the water there. If it wants to like escape by going further down, it can't probably. I don't know how it's set up. I don't even know if it's like avoidance per se, or if it's just moving in a sine wave pattern. It looks a little bit like it's moving in a sine wave pattern, just like we did for the sheriff and the sheriff deputy. If you don't know what those are, you could check up some building videos, and they are on the workshop as well, by the way. Honestly, the Pelagornis Overlord is in the lead here. I don't think it's gonna win it, however. Like, it will get shot eventually, and when it does, it's game over. That's the thing with like evasive frontsider airships. Usually they're able to win because they avoid the shells. But if they get shot, they are usually dying pretty quickly. Usually. The Rollo is an example of something being so darn resilient, it's not even funny. And it will actually be coming up in... it's not the next battle, but it's the next battle, the Rollo. From the loser's bracket, the winner from the loser's bracket. And this is a little bit difficult. This is double elimination, right? But the losers to the Gimle got to fight a single elimination tournament. And the winners from that, basically the loser's bracket for getting defeated by the Gimle, they got to fight each other, and the winners of those got into the winner's bracket, which is this bracket. And this is double elimination, so it has both winners and losers bracket. You get me? Maybe? I hope. Maybe I made you more confused. If so, dislike this video. If not, please like it. Okay then. 90 percentages. 90, both are 90, and that's of course because it keeps like switching targets. Might actually be a good idea. The Magma CramLions do have a lot of blocks made out of wood, so continuously making sure each ship has an ongoing fire is a good idea, because then we can deal some passive damage even though we are not actively dealing damage. These shells, like these missiles, I wonder, it looks like they are like carrying something, but they just don't carry anything, do they? Probably just kinetic confusing missiles, confuser missiles. Make sure the enemy civ system is not being used to deal damage to the Pelagornis Overlord, most likely. I think that's the thought. If you have a laser-based design like the Pelagornis Overlord here, you really want it to not be shot by your enemy's secondaries. If you're meeting an enemy like the Gimle that's a cram focused design, you want to evade the crams, but knowing that most cram ships have secondary civs cannons, like the Ragnarök by Brenzo, for example, they usually have secondary civs cannons, and those secondary civs cannons are set up to shoot at the enemy ship if there are no incoming targets. And being a laser ship, you will give no target for the civs cannons to shoot at, which means that the enemy cram ship's civs cannons will shoot at you instead, which is a bad thing. So I suspect that these missiles are only here, like, of course they can deal damage and stuff like that, but they are, like, their function is to make sure that the Gimle or other contestants' civ systems are kept busy. That's, yeah, probably right. However, since they are getting through to the enemy a lot, it would probably be a neat idea to make them carry a lot of oxidizer and stuff, so that you can make sure that the fires the lasers create are, like, kept very much alive. It looks like I'm wrong, however. It looks like the Pelagornis Overlord might actually be able to deal with 2 Magma CramLions. That's scary, because the Magma CramLion, of course, won against the Gimle. So it is a really good design. It is definitely. 71% just there. One of the Magma CramLions. And oh, the Pelagornis Overlord, are we struggling with power? Can't be. Oh, and we got shot there. Look at that. Something happened here. We're at 98%, but we have a firebind. The fire is spreading. Oh no, maybe my initial thought was actually right. The Pelagornis Overlord might indeed be defeated by 2 Magma CramLions. Magma CramLion. Magma CramLion. It's probably Magma CramLion, but Magma CramLion. It's such a good name. It feels nice to say. I like it. I like it. Pelagornis Overlord is a bad name. It's hard to say. Yeah. When you're naming your ships, you don't have to think of some random YouTuber trying to pronounce them. In the tank tournament we did some years ago, I mean, we had a very complex tank with a very, very, very long name in German that was absolutely hell to pronounce. Sauber, who was German, who was co-commenting those, just laughed at me. I tried to pronounce them. I didn't do very well. Wow, the Pelagornis Overlord ran out of materials, and so have the Magma CramLions. We have like a 0 material combat here, and we are closing in on 10 minutes. Well, this is probably gonna be a draw, right? Oh no, it's not gonna be a draw. I think that... Or? Yeah, it's gonna be a draw, right? Oh no. I was almost hoping that the Magma CramLions would be able to like reload a final time and well, launch some crams and get back some materials. If you want to know, by the way, the rules, we made a little video with just lining up the rules and stuff, if you want to see that. Well, this is obviously a draw. Yeah, running out of materials, having 2 Magma CramLions, well, this is the result. Yeah. Well, this is it. This is it. What can we say? Well. There we have it. The results between the Magma CramLion and the Pelagornis Overlord. Did you expect these results or not? Tell me in the comments, and do check out the GMODISM channel as well there for some more from the depth videos. Other than that, You can support the channel if you want to at Patreon, YouTube memberships, and the government of GMODISM at support.gmodism.com if you do want to. But in any case, please leave a like to the video and some comments. That helps me probably more than anything. I don't know, but or actually, like, super big thanks to our current monetary supporters, because of course that helps a lot. Of course, yes, but liking the video also helps, because I know everyone doesn't have the option to give paid support to all the creators they like. It's I think nobody can support all the creators they're like. It's a no-brainer. But liking the video helps a lot, so please leave a like, and big thanks to all of you who already done that, and all of you who are able and willing to support the channel monetarily every month. That helps a lot, of course. This is your host, Eric, and I'm signing out, rambling as usual.